Yo, what's going on? I am on the run like a son of a gun, bouncing all around. I got my go-go juice and running errands and doing some watch flirting. Gonna go flirt with some watches today. I think watch flirting is the new term for when you go to ADs or jewelry stores to try watches on with no intent to buy them or no ability to buy them. So I'm gonna go do some watch flirting, and I think I'm gonna start taking some footage in these stores. I think I'm at the level of comfort of asking permission, and I'll call that watch flirting. We can do some watch flirting with D today. I'm heading up to the one AD that is turbo far from my joint. I don't get out this way very often, but there's also a Pew Pew store out there that I want to check into. And this place has an unusual little selection, like one little cabinet of used, pre-enjoyed watches. Their prices are pretty nuts. I haven't danced with them on a pricing discussion as of yet, because nothing's popped that was of interest. So I might take a stab at that today. Might take a run at that today. I'm bombing around in Stang Swang today, rolling in the Mustang, and I am rocking my GMT, the Christopher Ward Mark I logo GMT. I think this is probably my most rare Christopher Ward watch. I got a biker up on my business, gonna let him pass on through. I have a couple rare. I guess mostly all of mine are rare at this point, except for one or two. Anyway, I still love the brand. I'm glad I don't like the new logo because, gosh, they've been doing some really great watchmaking. Minor update: I spoke to my female friend today, whose husband is the retired Navy SEAL. And they've been busy as a family doing family stuff, but he's down to hang out and talk watches. So more to come on that. So we're going to try and meet up in the next week or so, get to know one another, because I've not yet met him. Dying to meet this dude. Dying to meet him. Cannot wait. Just to be able to talk to someone who's lived that life, period, is awesome. But then to talk to someone in that position about watches, amazing. I can't wait. I'm so jazzed. I'm so jazzed. Cannot wait. I have to give eBay a timeout for a little while. I'm very off-put with an authentication experience I've just had. The Omega Baby Ploprof that I took in, it's taken a month and a half to get my money back. And part of that was at least 2 weeks where I was trying to get the watch looked at for service. All right, I'm going to pop up the watch itself so you can see the error. See that ticking? Tick, 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 tick. Clearly a problem. So the authenticators should have caught that. Sent it in to my main man Joe. Shout out to Joe, SJR, a trusted supplier. My watchmaker, and he noticed also that the hands were fake, aftermarket, non-OEM, whatever you want to call them. And I couldn't imagine. I would not have expected the authenticator to catch that. Only a real watchmaker would catch that. So, anywho, it was going to cost $450 to get it fixed, which, in retrospect, I should have done, but I didn't want to go deeper on it, and so sent it back, and then it got rejected and immediately shipped back to me saying it was missing a link. And what I'd done is I did size the bracelet, but I put the link on the opposite side of the clasp when I returned it, so I thought that was the issue. Turns out they're now saying that there was an extra link in the box. Okay, whatever. I don't recall it being in there. When I unboxed it. This is the one unboxing I did live. Or not live, but I didn't record it as an unboxing. Huge mistake. My bad. So I had to send them a link of a personal link of mine from the second baby Cloprof I bought to replace this one. So I'm out $150 in shipping. Me to Joe, back to me, and then the link to them, and the link, which is, I had a couple extra off of the new Cloprof. That's probably $150. I'm out $300 eBay. What the heck? So I will be taking a time out on them. Very disappointing. I'm adding that little asterisk to it because there could be a link in my shop somewhere. Doubt it. But boy, I'm bent. And this is my main man in Japan that I buy from, so I'm going to have some words with them and see if they can sort me out a discount on another piece to make up for it, because it's not right. So, kind of bent at the moment. I'll get over it. But a word to the wise, and this is just common sense, but I didn't follow it. And if you're seeing this video, I want you to follow it. And it's not just for watches over 2K. Anytime you're buying a watch, if you don't have like a tripod or whatever, have a friend, your girlfriend, someone, videotape you opening it. Like, just hold the phone over you while you're unboxing it, soup to nuts, and then that way you won't get taken advantage of. But frankly, shame on you, authentication. This is all your fault. It should have never passed through you in the first place. If I had an extra $150, I could have thrown that and got it serviced. You big dummy. Feeling like a bit of a dummy on it today. But, it's an imperfect world. And as my brother says, whenever I complain to him about this kind of stuff, it's the cost of doing business. So, chalk it up. Who knows? Maybe my eBay seller will take care of me. Although what they should have done when eBay asked them was, hey, D's a good customer. Let's arrange to ship it back and take $75 off of the refund to compensate for the mystery missing link that never was. That would have been good business. So I am going to have to take a moment and give them some business advice. All right, rant over. Back to this C-Dub. C-Dub Saturday, Christopher Ward GMT. I love this watch. This is their C60 case. It's 42 millimeters, 42 and a half, I think. I'll pop up some measurements. I love this watch. This is one of my first Christopher Ward watches, and it about scratches that itch for the Rolex GMT. Now, before you blow me up in the comments, I'm not saying it's comparable. I'm not saying it's as good as. What I'm saying is, for a 20th of the price, it's hard to argue with. And the irony is, even if, let's say I had the Rolex GMT and I didn't want to wear it for fear of my wrist, and I wear this instead, if a bunch of watch thieves, they don't have binoculars. Well, they probably do, but they're still going to come for it thinking it might be a Rolex. And I'll have to explain, no. It's not a Rolex. It's not a fake either. It's not a replica. It's from this notable brand, Christopher Ward from London, but it's their Mark I logo. Could you imagine me trying to explain to thieves why they shouldn't steal my watch? They're liable to hit me in the coconut just to shut me up. But I do like the watch. And still hunting the Explorer, still not there yet, but I'm opening myself up to other steals. I'm going to let myself expand my horizons and maybe take another Rolex Steel Sports model. Ah, what a nut. It's amazing I find my way out of the driveway in the morning. But to that point, I'm not really a Submariner guy, but because I'm a Seamaster guy through and through. They're both great. So a no-date sub, if Rolex would like to offer me a no-date sub, I'd consider it. Or the green and black GMT. I want that as a golf watch. How embarrassing. Buying a watch because you want to wear it to golf twice a year, knowing full well you shouldn't be wearing a mechanical automatic watch on the golf course. It's twice a year. But I'm golfing twice as much as anybody else out there in terms of how often I swing the club. Point being, my ideal GMT is actually Kurt's. Kurt, if you're watching this, brother, the 16750. That's the one. That's the one I would like. It's sized better for me. And back when you could get them for $4,500, $5,000, which is, I guess, going on 6 years now. You can get them for like 11, 13. I think from the late 80s, early mid 90s, you can get them for around 13 G's, but it's an awful lot of watch. And at this point, it'd be better trying to get one of the brand new ones. Although the brand new ones, they look too fancy for me personally. I like the older style look, the pre-super case or whatever, aluminum bezel. That's just the one that I like. But I'm more or less wearing it right here. Oh, I'm just kidding, Rolex lovers. But I have to say, I don't want it as much, being that I've got this. So, I don't know. It's a great watch. And it's actually worth 2x, 2.5x what I paid. Because these don't pop very often at all. I can't remember the last time I saw one of these for sale. There was a time where I was trying to sell it, and it didn't sell, and I'm so glad. So glad. It's not a watch I wear very often, but what got me into Christopher Ward in the first place is the balance on the seconds hand, that Trident. I love that. It's my favorite seconds hand. And the onion-shaped hour hand and the sword minute hand, I really love their hand set. I think the hand sets of watches is one of the first aesthetics that I notice or that I'm attracted to on a piece. To each his own. All right, I think that's enough yapping. Watch yapping. Watch yapping. How long can you... My friend, this pretty cute chick, said, how long can you yap about watches? Baby girl, all night like a trucker. That's how we do. All right, hope you are having a fabulous day wherever it is you are in the world, and that you are enjoying your half of this fabulous hobby of ours, yours and mine. Get out there. Life is short, people. Life is short. That's the funny thing about time. There's so much and so little of it. Do make the most of yours. All right, we'll catch you later. Peace.